The skipper's allowed to be late.
Got the forehead. The forehead. Oh, here's rough. I'm glad I got some of that.
Welcome back to Ballen with the Guernsey Shipwrecks, Tuesday night, and we're going to go and see if we can get any scallops. We'll see if we see any flatfish. So on the boat today is our captain, Richard Keane, Paul Main-Dunnell and Matt LeMaitre. Welcome back below the waves. We're at 30 metres and we're just coming around the outside of a reef. So we got sand behind us and reef in front of us. It's a bit in and out, but it's a really nice reef, this one. See, there's quite a bit of life on it. There's the remainder of the spider crabs. Some of these are pearlers and some of them aren't. Some of these males are quite soft still. There's plenty of hiding places on this reef, as you can see here. There's like a hole there. Whoa, what's this? Uh-oh. Ah, it's okay, it's just a fin. Got a bit scared then. So no doubt someone's probably lost this off a boat. I don't think they would have lost it swimming along. So this has probably come down from the surface at one time. Probably a couple of years ago by the looks of it. Try and figure out what it is. Looks like a jet fin. Looks like a retro one. Someone's put some tape on there. Very 80s. I don't think it's from the 80s. It's late, well, I don't know, a couple of years old by the looks of it. Stainless steel looks pretty good on the back. Checked inside, there's no foot, so all good. There's a lovely cock crab here. So with the shankers, well, we call them shankers in Guernsey, the cock crabs are the males and the hens are the females. And yep, they lay eggs. So this is a male. He looks like he's just molted as well, because if you look at the underside, under his carapace is very see-through and very white, so it's probably soft. Hate it when these crabs from above, these spider crabs that are on the ledges above you, as soon as your bubbles got past the reef, for some reason they decide to jump off after them. They sometimes can rain down on top of your head. You probably can't work out here, but this sand is actually falling away quite steeply. It's probably, I don't know, 40-degree pitch on the sand. So I'm swimming from the deeps back up into the shallow. I'm not going to go any deeper than this, and it does go quite a bit deeper than this. We could probably get 40-45 metres here. So as usual, checking every single cracks. There's some leopard gobies, 2 decent sized leopard gobies, and there's also a scallop lobster at the back there. Just see it on the right hand side there. So these gobies are everywhere on this reef. Really nice to see, probably 4 inches long. And then we got the typical female cuckoo wrasse that are literally everywhere. Just have a little check around in the sand. Here you can see actually how much it slopes up here. You can see the sand is almost spilling off the top of the reef down. We're at 27 minutes. Sorry, we're at 27 meters, 27 minutes. Just looking in every single hole, because it's bound to be my favourite, which are the crayfish. My first scallop. Didn't think I was going to see any. Nice clean one as well. You can actually get a little bit of idea of how steep this bit is. I'm actually holding the camera level, believe it or not, and it is actually climbing up pretty steep. I'm sure if this was on the surface, it wouldn't be able to stay up like this. I'm sure it would just gradually roll down. So I slowly start working my way back up this large slope, come up to like a level area now, and similar sort of life. We got these chocolate finger sponges, pretty cool, and then also some more of these big pink sea fans. Now, as I said before, these things grow absolutely huge in the Channel Islands, up to 750mm across, and they're normally about 300mm wide in other places. So. And because we've got different tidal currents that run in all sorts of different directions, they can actually be 3D rather than a fan. These do take forever to grow, these things, and look at it compared to the size of my hand. Pretty cool. Oh, and I've actually found my second scallop. Yoink, I'll take that. That's what I've come to look for. Do you see the size of that? Huge wrasse. Got to be a 5-6 pounder. Let's see if we can sneak up on them. I found the trick with these wrasse is don't actually swim directly towards them. Swim at 35 degrees away from them. These things are called feather duster worms. They're a lot larger and more elaborate spirals and tentacles than the peacock worm, and you can get a lesser peacock worm and a normal peacock worm, obviously the lesser being smaller. This is what happens, they retract back into their little leathery pouches when they become threatened. And this little fella, he seems to be getting more and more common in Guernsey's waters, or maybe just the Channel Islands. This is a coma fish. They become sexually mature around about 6 inches, so this one's probably had babies somewhere. They do spawn between May and July, so possibly. Let's try and find these large wrasse again. I know they're around here somewhere. 16 meters, so I don't want to go any shallower. Looking for more scallops, but I don't think there's any more scallops around here. Just empty shells. Oh, empty shells and bottles as well. There's another clear bottle here. The neck's been snapped off. Can't see anything living in it yet. Big wrasse are around here somewhere. Sometimes if you stop swimming they come towards you, but I'm looking for scallops at the same time, so I'll just continue swimming around. I'm sure they'll come back to us soon. There's no lobster in this one. I'm not going to bother sending it to the surface either. It's had it, to be honest. Well, now I seem to be starting to head back down this slope again on the other side of the reef. Really don't want to be going back into the deep again. The way we plan our dives is we do deep part, then the shallow part, and then come back to the surface. So we're going to take up this to the right here and have a look up this way. There's another coma fish. Could be the same one. Possibly. Oh, I've just seen the big wrasse above my head. There they are. Seems to be 3 monsters. Just carefully take our time, turn the light off not to scare them. See how close we can get. Ooh, a dark bottle. Let's see what this is. Another spider crab. I can tell what this is already. It's an old champagne bottle. I can tell. And look at the push up underneath. push-ups a bit. That's under there. There's a mammal in there as well. The mammal's a little bit of glass that sticks out like a little nipple. Oh, looks like I scared him away. We'll leave that bottle now. Oh, one of the big wrasse was looking at me. So well camouflaged. Just laying in the weed looking at me. They're starting to come back now. They're getting used to me being there. Hopefully they can come right in close, but they never tend to, these big wrasse. Another coma fish trying to square up to me. This one's slightly bigger. I reckon this one weighs close to a pound. Probably 8, maybe 9 inches long. Possibly even 10 inches. It's probably the biggest one I've ever seen. You're really not scared of me. Definitely not leaving anyway. Right, let's make my move. I need to stop following these big fish. See how close I can get to them. Problem is, I didn't see which way they went. Did they go left or did they go right? Yeah, not quite sure. They're not up there. No, they must have gone right. Oh well. Let's go back to the left then now and see where they are. Bingo, there's one here. Really running out of bottom time now, so I think it's about time I went up. Unfortunately, I can't spend any more time with him, and I'm not following him back down the reef again. So let's go. 2. Don't think that's going to break any records. And there's my scallops. There, them two. Can you guess what he's doing? Right, this time I really do need to get more than 2 scallops because that was a bit silly last time. Not just silly, it's embarrassing to be honest. So, as soon as I hit the bottom, that's one down. I only need another one to equal my score on the first one. I've got the old rototiller in front of me kicking up dust. He doesn't know I'm there, that's why. I told him I was going to come down with him, but he hasn't seen me because I was slightly above him. So here we go, let's get into it. Let's find loads of scallops now. Yeah, I've almost doubled my score already. I've only swum about 5 metres. There's our old friend, the cuttlefish. Seems to be loads of cuttlefish around at the moment, all the same size. That's a huge male spider crab, but he's really soft. He's obviously just peeled. Check out how wide them claws are. Awesome. Anyway, we've got to carry on because we still need to get some more scallops. Not doing too well so far. It's a bit short pickings in this area because it's, don't know, there's not much sand. We've got 80 odd bar left, so see how we get on. This is a fishing rod. Someone's obviously lost their fishing rod there. Oh, I give up. It's not my day today. Let's get back to the surface. Check out the one that's hanging on the edge there on my the net in my bag. He's obviously closed his mouth up and caught it. Imagine that was with your finger. It's that time of the evening again. It's starting to get dark and we need to start heading back in. You can see all the other commercial fishermen are coming in now, and this is the Sarah P. It's a big old boat at 60 odd ton. Oh, I'm absolutely knackered now, and I'm absolutely soaked as well. That's pretty much the whole top soaked. I borrowed Matt's suit today because it's actually drier than mine. I still got soaked, so that's the problem with dry suits. They're only dry for one dive. That's probably the first dive you're doing it, and then after that, mind you, we do use them quite a lot. We do 150, 200 dives a year, so we get our money's out of them, to be honest. Right, it's time for me to go to the cafe now. I'm going to go and see Matt, because I think Paul's gone home already, and Keeney, and grab a cup of coffee and a cup of tea. Okay, thanks a lot for coming, and I'll catch you on the next tide.